This is Thomas. This is him in his final version. I'm not making another one. I swear to God.
Hello!
Fuck!
Hey, welcome back to another model showcase. I know I said I was never going to make this specific character again, but clearly I kinda lied. Today we'll be looking at my newest custom of Thomas the Tank Engine himself, which is based on the Season 3 prop from the show. Now, that's enough yapping about this little blue puffball. Let's get into how I made this little booger. Now, the reason why this video is being made is because my original Thomas from my last video actually broke. Yeah, I didn't really take this very well. I know, it's just a model, but because I suffer with autism, I completely shut down, and it pushed all my projects back. But that didn't stop me from making a new one. Thanks to my friend 2 Blue 1 Green, he graciously printed and sanded and primed the Thomas shell for me, which was also designed by the legend himself, Noah. I went straight to prepping and spray painted the areas and parts that didn't need too much sanding or adjusting. While they were drying and curing, I moved on to his top, which needed a new funnel and needed to do some little bit of sanding here and there, and then quickly was primed into my surface primer white. While the primer was drying, I moved everything indoors so it can fully dry. After a few hours, I added the chassis extender on the bottom, which I had the mod to get it to fit. Then the next day, I did the gray part of the running board, which took me like 5 minutes to do because I'm an expert at this shit. While that was drying, I moved to glossing the roof and eye plate, which Thomas is my only model at the moment that has an actual eye plate, which makes him stand out from all the rest. While those were curing and drying outdoors, I actually spray painted the black on the smoke box to separate it from the blue, which after doing the 2 coats, it looked clean, but it also covered the whole model. I also added the wheel arches to the running board, as well as his buffers, which are actually removable, believe it or not. Just so, special occasions, if I need to remove it for an episode, or if I want to remake something, I can easily just take the buffers off. I did also put the black on, which I forgot what they're called. I think they're splashers or something. Comment down below. I don't even know what the hell this part is. After painting those black splasher thingies, I moved on to putting all the details on, and then was quickly glossed over. After doing all that, I put it on the chassis and also did the lining on the wheel arches. I also forgot to mention that I added some screw links, just like on Gordon and the rest of the gang. Next was the blue, and as well as the front windows and back windows, which I got them done, and they look really clean, a lot better than my last Thomas. After giving him his glossy clear coat, which I did 3 coats, I believe, I assembled him, and he looked far more better than the last one, miles better. With help by Andrew, aka Pix, follow him if you're not already, or I will steal your Thomas. He helped me hand cut all the lining. Huge thanks to him because it was a pain in the fucking ass. I also added the brass whistle from all my previous Thomases. I still use the same whistles. And I added a coal load using, I think, Woodwick Scenics, I think. Oh, forgot to mention, Thomas actually uses a new decoder this time, which is a Lock Pilot Basic decoder. I need to replace it. It honestly kind of fucking sucks. But I want to replace it with a Lock Pilot 5. Then the last bit that needed to be done was LEDs, which are now hooked up to the decoder. And just like that, Thomas was finally complete. Looking back at this, now that I've done Thomas several times, it really shows how well my talent has improved over the past few years. Now that I explained how I made him, let's get into how he runs, shall we? And that, ladies and gentlemen, was my Season 3 Thomas 00 model. If you guys enjoy content like this, make sure to subscribe, as not everyone is subscribed to the channel. Well, more videos like this are over the horizon, especially with Toby and Percy. Well, with that being said, I hope you see you guys again real soon. Have a good one, guys.